Well, his legs, Manny's legs are like tree trunks.
Yeah, and the
It's
hand
crazy.
speed, the power,
speed, everything.
So what makes Manny Pacquiao special is that he does everything so good. He has great footwork, he has good ring IQ, good defensive slips, good combinations, and I think most importantly of all, he's in there willing to go to war with anybody.
I feel that if Pacquiao still has the speed, he's definitely gonna hit Barrios. But I don't know what kind of power he's gonna have. If he has power and speed, Pacquiao's gonna win.
Pacquiao looks to be in fantastic physical shape ahead of the fight, and he has spoken several times vowing to show the old Pacquiao on Saturday night.
I'm coming back because, like I said, boxing is always my passion, and I miss boxing for how many years? All years I stopped boxing. Always thinking boxing, and even my house I have a boxing ring, boxing gym, and I always work out every day, like playing basketball, playing badminton. So I really love exercise, and I really miss boxing.
Therein lies the question at the center of this fight. Will we actually see the old Pacquiao, or just an old Pacquiao?
How would you describe your career? How would you describe your career?
My career, I don't want to raise my own chair.
Manny, who are the top 5 fighters you ever fought, you think?
Barrera, Morales, Marquez, De La Hoya, Cotto, what else? Cotto, Margarito.
Why no Floyd Mayweather? Why not Floyd Mayweather? Why isn't he in the top 5?
Floyd Mayweather, he's running the whole 12 rounds and he won the fight. How is that? I mean, you know, I feel sorry to the fans because the fight is boring. You know, the fight is boring. Like, that's not the fans are expecting to us. I mean, as a fighter, if I'm a fan, of course I want to see a good fight, like changing fight, not a passion show.
Is that rematch still important?
Right? We need action. Like,
let's get a question from Christopher Sloan.
Against Ugas, Pacquiao didn't show much of what made him a special fighter in the past, and he left the ring beat up and looking like a fighter ready to move on from fighting.
The police.
Hey, what's up, dog?
One.
Hey,
Good,
sir.
brother.
One, boss.
Put it right here.
give me your license.
Time to come up. I see my partner, huh?
You're still a police?
Come on, man. He's in the uniform.
Okay, tell her say hello. How's everybody?
I thought you looked your best with it.
Come on, he's still here. Not yet. All right.
Uniform.
Oh, look what she gave you. I appreciate this for you. So make sure you take it to him. I go, it's kind of warm for a scarf.
Thank you.
How's everybody?
Good, bro. Nice
I have to meet them.
Okay, yeah. Sunday.
Yeah, we can
Let's
have
go eat like we always do.
dinner like that, or lunch. Right?
Yeah, you know how we do all the time.
What's up, man?
Hey, nice
How
to
you
see
feeling?
Good, great.
It's hard to see how 4 years out of the ring and 4 more years of life have transformed Pacquiao into someone who will show up in the ring looking like a younger version of himself.
Boxing pros have shared their predictions for the highly anticipated fight between Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios. Meanwhile, Manny Pacquiao's name is synonymous with boxing greatness, and he is an 8-division world champion who has consistently defied expectations. But at 46 years old, Oscar De La Hoya suggested that after a 4-year layoff, he is biting off more than he can chew against the 29-year-old Barrios. Nonetheless, De La Hoya still insisted that Manny can do something great when the time comes and maybe take the win.
I hold a record, undisputed. You know? Yeah. But you know what? Hey, do what you want to do, man. You know.
All the champions on Boots' radar. I mean, I still think it's bizarre that Manny Pacquiao's fighting for a world title 5 years out of the ring and just not anywhere near at world level anymore.
At 147. Thank you so
I
much.
wish him all the best.
Quadra, I love him.
Can he do it?
Quadra?
Can he do it? Absolutely.
Promoter Eddie Hearn is not optimistic about Pacquiao's chances, citing concerns about his age and long layoff. Hearn believes that Barrios, being younger and more active, has the upper hand in this matchup. He also suggested that if Pacquiao manages to win the title against Mario, then he will be on Boots Ennis' radar. He added that although it's bizarre to see Manny get back in the ring, he doesn't see him winning decisively against Barrios. On the other hand, Manny's former opponent Chris Algieri believes Pacquiao can overcome the odds against Barrios. He notes that Pacquiao's experience and ring intelligence could be decisive factors in the fight. Chris also added that Mario won't be able to do anything to Pacquiao when he unloads a barrage of punches on him.
Barrios is also going to have some big physical advantages in the fight.
I said it. I mean, it's a kill or be killed. You know, I know. You know, like if he has been hurt at any point, you know, he's gonna be the same way. Like I said, you know, it's just my job, you know, just to work on everything. Me and my team have been, you know, training and drilling, you know, these last couple weeks, and you know, finish off these next 6, you know, as best as we can, you know, so I could go in there come fight night and you know, still retain the title.
All right, guys.
Most notably, 4 inches of reach and more than 6 inches of height. Pacquiao is going to have to navigate those disadvantages in order to get inside and get any offense going.
Manny Pacquiao against Mario Barrios fight is signed, done for July of 2025. Pacquiao is 46 years old. We haven't seen him in the ring in years. Are you cool with Pacquiao against Mario Barrios?
If I was cool with Manny Pacquiao coming back and fighting Keith Thurman, I'm definitely going to be cool with this one. Barrios is not a puncher. Thurman was one of the biggest punchers in boxing. I think he's going to be just fine.
If Pacquiao wants to come back as a Hall of Famer and fight one more time, whatever. He didn't look good against Yordenis Ugas, and that was 5 years ago. We've seen him in these exhibitions looking fleshy, to say the least. It's meaningless because if Barrios wins, he's never going to fight a Boots Ennis. If Pacquiao wins, he's not going to fight anybody ever again. So I'm kind of indifferent to the whole thing.
It's unlikely that it will be an easy task, as Barrios is very active with his punches, which should let him punish Pacquiao before Pacquiao can get close enough to let his hands go.
Manny Pacquiao's ring return at 46 years old. He's been out of the ring about the same time as you were when you stepped back in. Just what do you think what kind of challenge he's gonna face, having been a great fighter yourself and him, comparable in career-wise? What kind of challenges do you think he's gonna face, and any advice on him doing things a certain way that maybe you found you did a mistake or this and that, give or take?
You know what? When I came back that one horrible time, it was all me. It was my mindset. It was the way I thought. I believe I could win. I trained hard, but you know what? I won't do it again. You know what I mean? I won't do it again. But I can't tell someone don't do that, because I made too many comebacks.
As for Manny, just any advice for him at all?
Just be healthy and do what you think you can do. It's a hard thing to answer.
Take that away from somebody. It's kind of taking it away from somebody. You kind of got to find out what's there, right?
Absolutely. You know, if you just have to believe in yourself, because if you don't, no one else will. And that's my thing. It could be positive, it could be negative. That's life.
But you can live with the result.
You're talking now.
At some point, it seems there's a fair chance that Barrios hurts Pacquiao enough that the fight gets stopped, whether it's Pacquiao being unable to rise from the canvas or the referee or corner stepping in to save Pacquiao from further punishment.
All the champions on Boots' radar. I mean, I still think it's bizarre that Manny Pacquiao's fighting for a world title, 5 years out of the ring and just not anywhere near at world level anymore. Like, that's boxing and it's the business, and we understand it. I think for Boots, like we talked about, fighters that want legacy, all he wants to do is fight the champions. Mm-hmm. And I think physically it would be more beneficial for him to move to 154. Mm-hmm. But he just, you know, he's world champion at 47. So whilst he can still make it, he just wants to fight the champions. Now, obviously, there's a chance of potentially fighting Lopez. It's not a champion, but I get the fight. You know, it's a great fight and it's a big profile fight. And I think the only thing he's concerned about is whether he can still perform. Mm-hmm. He doesn't want to just turn up one day and underperform. And he feels like that's the only thing that's affecting that factor is the weight cut. So he hasn't got many more, if any, left at 147. And whilst he's there, he just wants to fight the champions. And you know, he's a tremendous fighter. It's in a great position right now, coming off that performance, and he's got many years ahead of him. He's only just turned 28. He's a baby.
I'm here again for another big fight. I'm so thankful to the fans for all their support, Pacquiao said at the final press conference this week. Without the fans, boxing is dead. I really appreciate their support.
How much of this comeback is about money, if at all?
No, the comeback. The reason why I come back is because I want to. I miss boxing. I mean, I want to be a champion again, and I can still that. In my heart, in my mind, I can still be a champion.
I'm okay being the underdog. I've been the underdog many times. I'm always bringing surprises. I've been a challenger many times, and it's always the same feeling. I'm excited to take the belt. He's a good fighter also, but our job is to entertain the fans. We're going to give them a real fight. Now Pacquiao looks to come back from a retirement and a 6-year stretch that has seen him fight professionally just once, to face a young, hungry champion in Barrios. Barrios is no stranger to the spotlight. In 2021, he fought Gervonta Tank Davis, giving a fine account of himself in a slugfest before Davis scored a stoppage in the 11th round. Barrios followed up that loss with a decision loss to Keith Thurman in another headline fight. Barrios has not lost since dropping the decision to Thurman, picking up the interim WBA welterweight title with a win over Yordenis Ugas along the way. That title was eventually upgraded to a full championship after Terrence Crawford moved up in weight after becoming undisputed at 147 pounds. In November, Barrios made the first defense of his world title, going to a draw with Abel Ramos. "It's been a long camp, and we're ready to step in there come Saturday," Barrios said. "This is historic. Hats off to Pacquiao for daring to be great, but it's my time now, and I'm going to show that come Saturday. I'm not going in there looking for the knockout, but I'm going in there with bad intentions and power in both hands."
Had a great fight with Tank, ultimately ended up losing that fight, but he's looked good ever since then. Why was that the guy that you kind of looked at and said, you know what, I'm picking this guy?
Because he's the champion. The belt that he holds right now, that's my belt before.
Where do you see his strengths, and where do you feel that you can kind of capitalize?
My speed, footwork, and hand speed that I did before, fighting with a taller guy like De La Hoya, Margarito. That's our strategy. We focus on speed and power.
"I won't hesitate to pull the trigger." The undercard features another title bout when WBC and WBO junior middleweight champion Sebastian Fundora takes on Tim Chiu for a second time. Fundora earned the title with his first win over Chiu, a 2024 split decision that was a contender for Fight of the Year that became a bloody war thanks to a stray elbow. Now fresh off TKO win over Cordell Booker in March, Fundora looks to repeat the feat once more. Plus, former title holder Isaac Pitbull Cruz is back in action when he takes on Omar Salcido at junior welterweight. And former champion Brandon Figueroa returns to face Joey Gonzalez at featherweight.
The pride of boxing, the pride of the Philippines, the one and only Manny Pacquiao! 126.8 pounds for the Pac-Man, 146.8 for Manny Pacquiao.
He's back. He will now be the man who has fought the most right here at the MGM Grand Garden. Number 16. More than anybody in history. Tyson, Mayweather, all of the great fights that have come in here. When you see that banner up, you've gone into the Hall of Fame. You've won in 8 divisions, 12 titles. You have everything. what made you decide that you wanted to do this again?
First of all, I would like to, I'm so happy because I'm back, and I'm back because of boxing is my passion. I miss boxing, and I'm so thankful to God because until now He gave me the strength, keep me safe, and give me good health. That's why Manny Pacquiao is still here, and I'm back.
The last man who said I'm back was Michael Jordan. He came back and he won 3 titles. Are you channeling some of that?
Well, this comeback is dedicated to the Lord my God.
Final thought. It's been 4 years since you've been hit. How do you prepare for everything that you've known in your past life but haven't been used to the past 4 years?
You know, those 4 years in the past that I retired in boxing, I really miss boxing, and it's good for my body because I'm able to give my body rest for 4 years because I've been in boxing for how many decades since when I was 12. So until now, so good for my body to rest for 4 years, and now I'm back. I'm excited to the fight, and I'm really hungry to win again the fight and give the fans a good fight. I know the fans they're waiting for a good fight. I know Barrios is working hard, but that's our job. That's our job to entertain the crowd, to give you a good fight, and to satisfy on Saturday night. That's our job.
Manny, best of luck. You're a legend, a living legend, and everybody's looking forward to your performance tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Now tell us, who you got, Manny or Mario? Drop your prediction in the comments. Hit that like button if you're hyped for this fight and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next video.